Hey, Ray Dave here. Hope you're having an awesome day. So the question is, can I outcreate AI? I don't know. Let's go see. My last build was against AI, and it was really fun. But it was a really complicated prompt, and I think I want to try it again, but I want to do something really simple. So I found this Mickey Mouse at Goodwill. It's a little just vinyl toy, but the head pops off really easy. So I want to do a little toy mashup, and I have a Buzz Lightyear body from the new movie Lightyear. And I thought, oh, it'd be really fun to make a Mickey Mouse astronaut. And there's actually some toys and Mickey Mouse astronaut things out there, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to do my own spin on it. But I want to do it against AI. So I reached out to my buddy again, and he is going to try and build this in AI, and then I'm going to do the same thing. The prompts are going to be Mickey Mouse in a spacesuit. It will be the Buzz Lightyear spacesuit. The color scheme that I'm going to go with is going to be white, blue, and silver. And I'm going to try and modify the hands so I can take Buzz Lightyear's hands off and put Mickey Mouse's hands on, and the feet. So we'll see if I can do that as well. So come on, let's see if I can beat AI. So here's the Mickey, and sometimes these heads can be a little difficult to get off, but you can either use a heat gun or hot water. Just heating up that plastic, it'll help the head just pop right off. So I got the head off, and now I'm going to do the same for this Buzz Lightyear. This is a little bit different plastic. It's a little bit harder, but the heat gun worked just great, and the head pops off. I was going to try to do the same thing for the arms, but it didn't quite work. So I ended up having to snip it off and just pull the old piece out. Now on the other arm, the little plastic dropped all the way down in there, so I thought, oh, I'll be clever and just glue it in. And that ended up being a problem because I glued the elbow, but that's all right. For the hand here, I wasn't quite sure how much of the arm I needed, so on this first one, I actually snipped the entire arm off, flush to the bottom, and you can see it just doesn't quite fit properly. And I was like, oh, man. On this one, I did leave a little bit of extra space, and that's what I needed to do. So I'm going to have to fix this hand. What I'm going to do is I have an extra piece of the arm, and I'm going to drill a little hole into that. I'm going to drill a little hole into the hand, and then I'm going to take a piece of polystyrene, and I'm going to use that as a support to hold those two pieces together. So with a little CA glue, I'll slide that in. Then I'm trimming the arm piece about the same size as the other hand. I'm going to snip the polystyrene rod here, do a little CA glue. I did warm this up with my heat gun just so when I slide it on, I can actually kind of form it and press it, and it fit a little bit nicer. And now that's going to work really nice. All right, here's the other hand there, and yep, those look great. Now, in order for the hands to be posable and attach, I'm going to go ahead and use magnets. So I'm just kind of measuring up the drill bit to the size of my magnets. I'll drill a hole into that, a little bit of CA glue, drop that in there, drop the magnet right in, and that's going to give me some nice articulation on the hand. Now for the arm, there was a pretty large hole, so I'm just going to fill it with hot glue, and then I'll slide the magnet in, hold it, and let it cool down. For the head, I need to open up this hole in order to fit it around the neck. So in order to do that, I'll just take my Dremel and Dremel that out, and I got a nice opening there, so I'm going to figure this out later. So like I mentioned in the beginning, I want to use the Mickey Mouse feet and just kind of tie this whole thing together. So I'm dremeling off the existing feet, and then I had to do some cleanup work here, snipping off the little pieces. Took my Dremel, cleaned everything up, and then I've got the Mickey Mouse shoes here. I'm going to save the entire leg because what that's going to do is it's going to allow me to use that as a support when I put some hot glue in here. And I really loaded this thing up, so it's holding on there really nice. So, all right, I am going to slap down some paint, so sit back, relax, and enjoy this little paint montage.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I got to figure out this head. I filled the maybe 3/4 of the head with aluminum foil, and I'm going to use some hot glue to make a ball joint. But before I do that, I'm going to slick on some Vaseline. Then I'll fill the head with some hot glue. I'll slide that on, and we'll call this thing done.
Okay, this was a really fun build, and it turned out pretty great. I'm pretty excited about it. Now, I know in the past some people in the comments have been like, oh, you're just doing a head swap, that's kind of lame. And I was thinking about it, I thought, it's more than just a head swap. It's actually thinking through an idea that I have in my head and actually executing on it. Man, I probably spent a good 6 hours just on the paint job. So it's not just like, oh, just slap a head on it. It's thinking through the entire process and like, how do I get the hands to be magnetic and go on? How do I rebuild the feet? So I think this is kind of the fun part about challenging AI is I have an idea in my head and I want to see if I can execute it physically with my hands. And I super appreciate in the last build that I did, the Piranha Walker with Mario controlling it. You guys are so kind and saying, of course, like, because it's a human, it's better. And I appreciate that. And I kind of think the same way. But man, AI is doing some crazy cool stuff. So my buddy just texted me the Mickey. I haven't looked at it yet, but I'm going to open up this text, take a look at it, and see what we got. Again, the prompts were Mickey spacesuit, blue and white, Mickey hands, Mickey feet. So let's open this up. Okay, yes, this is way closer. This is way closer than the last one. The Piranha Mario Walker build, if you haven't seen that, I'll leave a link below, was very abstract, and so our ideas were really different, but this one's really not too far off. And yeah, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Did I beat AI, or is AI cooler? As always, it's a great day to be a toy nerd. Have a great one.